Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the City of the Crimson Tower. All of my friends, both Fae and Fiends, fair and fell. We 6 are gathered here today to continue playing our rendition of Curse of Strahd, but significant changes, setting, system, a lot of changes. And this will be session 41 of this campaign. As always, I'm Ethan, I will be your game master, and I am joined by 5 incredible players, storytellers, performers, and people I'm lucky enough to call my friend. Let's go around, say hi to them really quick. First of all, playing Karina, we have Maddie.
Hello.
9, played by Mav.
What up, though?
Brock by Lauren.
Oh, hi.
Hawthorne by Sally.
Hey, you guys.
And Gloria by Anna Margaret.
Hello, I'm so excited for tonight.
Just a few very brief announcements before we jump in. First of all, this is an 18-plus stream, just like for the same reason as all of our other streams of language and legal drug use, but also this is a horror game. It could get horrifying or graphic, so just be warned. Content warnings are in the description. Check that out. Second, you can catch up on all 4 of our ongoing podcasts, or ongoing actual plays, as I am currently doing a blitz of uploading on our new YouTube channel, Go Buff Yourself. There are 2 new episodes of The Wild Beyond airing every single Saturday. We have Crimson Tower every Tuesday uploading on there. Got Under a Crooked Moon every other Friday, Lords of Sin on Sundays. So tons for you to watch there, and that schedule will continue until I'm out of a backlog, which should be quite a while. So feel free to check that out if you've missed past episodes and want to catch up and see what everything is all about. All right, I think those are my announcements. So let's go ahead, run that intro video so that we can get into session 41 of the City of the Crimson Tower. We are back. When we were last in the land of Barrowville, specifically in the town of Vallaki Hills, our 5 had a interesting and productive dinner with one of the higher-ups here in Vallaki Hills, one Lady Fiona Wachter. And there was a mutual proposal of sorts as to how to go about a changing of the guard when it came to the governor and the government here. And that before anything could be done, the current governor, Vargas, his attack dog, for lack of a better term, Izek Strasny, would have to be removed from the equation, and removed in such a way that his demise could be used as incentive or encouragement for others to stand against the current governor. You were told by Lady Wachter, and it was true, that one of her associates would meet you the next day with a poisoned bottle of gin and a schedule, roughly, of the activities of Izek Strasny. The next morning, the man met you all at the Blue Sky Inn, giving you the bottle of gin, the rough schedule, and a burlap sack to, in his words, carry the goods when you were done. So you all developed a plan. There were numerous ideas that got thrown around. How to approach this, whether you should do it or not. But eventually, using the schedule of Izek's activities and learning that he received his delivery of lunch and gin in the town square shortly after noon, you all headed there to try to intercept the delivery. And so, with 2 of you on watch, 1 of you on distraction duty, and another 2 of you on executing the plan, Gloria and Hawthorne spotted the governor's chef, who makes this delivery to Izek each day, Teresa, and managed to distract her and bump into her, causing her basket of goodies to go spilling, and in the process, with a very nice stealth check, managed to swap one of the bottles of gin for the poisoned bottle. And there was a moment after it was delivered that it looked like Izek might be suspicious about something because the labels were different. But apparently the gin that was poisoned by the associate of Lady Voctor was quite a fine gin to start with, so he didn't seem too upset about the swap. And when we last left off, a fisherman, stumbling drunkly, carrying a large, shallow wicker basket looped around his neck and filled with stinking fish and slimy mollusks, with a sign that says "Fresh caught from Zarovich Reservoir," approached Nine and Brock trying to sell some of his wares, his goods. And when Nine and Brock declined, he got a little belligerent and upset, accusing you 2 of looking down on him as outsiders, thinking that you're too good for him. And this attention, this loud noise seems to have, at least momentarily, drawn the attention of Izek Strozny from where he is seated on the edge of one of the town square's fountain. And so it was there that we left off, and it is right there that we pick up. Gloria, Hawthorne, and Karina, you see this happening because you hear it happening. And as the man continues, Nine and Brock, I see, you see good for me?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. How much do you want for the fish? Okay? How much you want?
Half
With a smile on his
dozen
face.
for 20 cents.
I will take 2 dozen. Okay? Will that make you go away? Will that make you happy?
And when you offer to buy 2 dozen, he looks down at his basket and just, that's mighty kind of you there, sir. Spits a little bit, opens up a messenger bag style pouch, and pulls out a wad of newspaper to wrap some of the fish in, but it is also currently raining, and so the newspaper itself immediately gets soaked, allowing the slime of the fish to soak through as well, but loads up several wrapped parcels of stinky fish. Passes it over to you. That'll be 80 cents there, Gov.
Here you go. Here's a whole $1. Keep the change, okay?
You know why? I can make you change.
Nope.
Huh?
Oh, no change. You keep that. That's your tip.
God
All
bless
right?
you.
There you go. Okay.
And just starts to stumble off
All
again.
is well.
Fresh fish! Fresh fish! and just starts wandering around the town square. Izek, as soon as you started to make the purchase and he quieted down, just gave a chuckle to himself and a shake of his head and just went back to eating his sandwich and drinking his gin.
That was a close one. I just paid this man a whole fucking $1 for some fish.
There is
Father's gonna walk over to 9 and gonna be like, "You got some fish? You know fish? You need a hand? I mean."
Oh, you know what? I thought you were gonna make a fish joke. I thought you were gonna say, "Do you need a fin?" But no, it's fine. Here, take this shit.
I wouldn't do that to you, man.
As you pass the fish over, all three of you, because Brock, you are right there too, and 4, because I might assume, maybe incorrectly, that Gloria would be sticking with Hawthorne. Do you think? Okay. So all 4 of you, just as the fish gets passed over, just hear as a scrappy-looking dog, a stray, is just like sniffing up at this pile of stinking fish.
Nine, can I give him one? It's your fish, man. I'm just helping you carry it. Can I give him one? You look at him, man. I know you don't like dogs. Oh wait, that's just a presumption. I'm sorry. Do you like dogs?
We literally had a dog with us for a very long time earlier.
Oh, Lancelot. Oh, Glory. Do you remember Lance? Do you remember Lancelot? I don't know if she can hear us right now, but
Gloria,
she seems very focused.
can you hear the other players?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
They
I
can
just want to
talk
make
you.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
I just want to make.
I thought we had kind of walked away though. Are we still close enough?
No, I walked over and you stuck with me. That's what you
Oh,
told
okay.
me. That
Yeah,
you were
I'll
gonna
stick
stick
with
with
you.
me.
I'll stick
So
with
I
you.
looked over at you whenever this dog was looking up, and 9 brought up Lancelot, and I was like, oh, Lancelot, Gloria, do you remember Lancelot?
I do. Giving the dog a little scritch. Do they have a collar?
No collar, soaked to the bone. Kind of a little bit mangy, a little bit underfed.
Poor little guy.
Okay, give me the fish, please. Just give me the fish.
Hawthorne's gonna take one fish from the thing and hand it over to 9. You're such a good little cat. You're such a good person.
9 just takes the whole thing of fish and looks at the dog. You need it more than I do, so here, and just gives the entire thing of smelly fish.
Fish bones. The fish bones. I know.
Oh, he's gonna choke on that.
That's a good point.
Pick
As
some
you
fish.
shout out the fish bones, Gloria, this dog has already grabbed one of the fish and is gone. Just like full in mouth bolting.
Oh no. Dogs are only supposed to have fish if it's cooked and boneless.
Oh no.
I'm
Not
gonna
supposed
take
to
that
know
from
that.
the dog.
I don't know. This dog looks like he eats out of the trash. I don't know if he's really, kicking anything.
As
I'm chasing after the dog.
you go chasing after the dog, let me make a roll. Perfect. The dog
We're
notices
now personally
that
invested in
it's
this dog.
being
Way to go.
chased, and dogs are smart enough when it comes to human reactions to be able to make like some causal links, and its understanding of the situation is I took this fish and now I'm being chased, so it drops the fish and keeps running.
Well, there you go. No just choking hazard.
But now he
But-
goes hungry.
But on the upside, Gloria, as the dog runs off, dropping the fish, and you kind of stop, the fish just there in an alleyway, a small puddle of rain having collected in the brick. There is a and a kind of scrawny looking cat wanders out from behind a dumpster and starts to pat at the fish a little bit.
Hey, it's a little one of me.
No, cats shouldn't
Keep
eat
this
raw
one.
fish either.
We gotta keep one of them.
There's a
Come
high
on.
risk of foodborne illnesses. There's so much bacteria.
Hawthorne is
Isn't
gonna pick
everything
up the
turned
cat
awesome?
and put the cat on his shoulder. Would the cat stay on his shoulder?
I am going to need a check for that. And since I don't think there's anything quite like animal
kind of check?
handling. So let's go with
What have I done?
Survival?
Yeah, survival. Works for me.
Survival? Survival? I don't want it to be survival. I'd rather be something else. No, okay, survival.
I think that's the one that makes the most sense.
I got a 7.
A 7. The cat lets you pick it up, but is not like a parrot. It's not going to stay put on your shoulder. So as you pick it up and put it on your shoulder, it just immediately climbs down your arm, and you have to catch it again. This thing is wiggly.
What if I start holding some fish for it to eat on my shoulder? I'm like, oh, here you
Oh, it sits there and just starts.
go. Okay. See, look, Gloria. Tame.
Okay. Oh, that was a close call.
As you say tame, there is a and the cat jumps down and just goes skittering off.
Well,
Damn it.
well,
No, Mr. Pigglesworth.
okay, well, at least they didn't eat the raw fish.
All of you.
Yes, I don't think I want to eat this.
All of you, quick notice checks, please. And this, Karina, since you did not join in this, you don't even need to make this check. You succeed automatically.
I got an 8.
Woo!
I got an
But
11
Brock
with
did even
explosion.
better.
13.
Damn!
I was trying to figure out where this cat went. I got a 2.
So I think we have one of those things where your heads like turn in order of your checks. So Brock, your head turns and looks back to the town center. 9 sees you do so. Gloria sees 9 do so, and so on. And Brock is able to point, and Karina, you see from very close that Izek is a very, very large man. I just want to re-emphasize that we are talking 350, 400 pounds.
Like Dwayne Johnson size.
Like Hafthor Bjornsson. Like someone who makes The Rock look small. But he is 400-ish pounds. He wolfs down 2 sandwiches in the span of the interaction that we just role-played. And he has finished a good half or a little bit more of the first bottle of gin, recorks it, puts it in the basket, or puts the bottles in his bag that he is carrying and just leaves the basket there, and starts to head off out of the town square. As he does, the 2 guards that he walked in here with break off from what they'd been doing. One of them had been harassing the people who were in the stocks, just taunting them, while the other had been walking around being a bit of a flirt. And as they see him start to leave, they just fall right in behind him. And so all of you see Izek and his 2 guards start to leave the town square.
Is it leaving?
What'd you say, Brock?
Is leaving? For there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he is.
That's like what's supposed to happen, though, right?
Yeah, but do we
Wait,
have
what?
to-
What's happening?
Well, and then because after this, Just gonna speak to various acquaintances throughout town.
So we'll come back to him. Got it.
And then I think he's supposed to finish the second bottle in one of several of his favorite haunts. So our next move should be maybe to have a few of us stationed at each place, or
The squirming siren was mentioned. Is that where we're planning?
Yeah.
I do
Cool,
want
in the
to.
back.
I just want to remind you all. You all are free to do with this what you will, including nothing. But Lady Voctor's contact, when he dropped off the supplies for you, advised you all not to lose sight of Isaac after he left the town square, since where he goes in the evening is not for
is
sure.
variable. Yeah,
Exactly, because his evening
Mhm.
schedule
It says
is variable.
specifically
The most
one
reliable.
of several favored haunts.
Yes. The best. Now, again, go through with whatever plan you want, but the contact's opinion was that the most reliable course of action would be to tail him until he drinks the gin. But you all are free to do it however you want. I'm just reminding you his advice.
Hawthorne would probably, because one of his hindrances is impulsivity, if he knew that and he saw, because he was the last person to notice that he was leaving, he would probably go, I've got an idea. And he would start to pull out his gin bottle and start walking towards the direction that the gentleman was walking and starting to drink to make himself kind of drunk.
Liquid courage, baby. Take a penny. So, are you heading towards Isaac? Or
Wherever
are you
he is walking, yes. I am tailing him pretty much, yeah. But I'm falling behind like a drunkard.
Got it. Love it.
I feel like as Hawthorne's leaving, I want to turn towards Brock and Nine. I think we do need to keep an eye on him, but try to be discreet because there's a few different places he might go tonight. Maybe if we appear to window shop, just kind of go about our business, we can try to follow without being too noticeable.
That works. If Rocky got
Karina,
those
are you
guys,
with
got
us?
it.
She's literally just standing next to you guys at this point.
Okay,
Ah,
Karina.
fuck!
After he left.
Karina, I think we should try to tail and be casual. Since there's 4 of us left, Hawthorne's already trailing. Maybe we split into groups of 2?
Okay.
Yeah, that works for me. Do we know if there's a general district where these haunts are normally found? Perhaps we could stay in a general area. See if he shows up there.
We were told drains the second bottle shortly after settling down in one of several favorite haunts. One of
And-
them was listed to Brock.
Yeah, and when Brock
The squirming
asked
siren.
Danny, the one that was named specifically as a bit of like a seedier house of ill repute was the Squirming Siren, but also did mention that a number of the guards would just drink at the guardhouse and in one of the guardhouses and chill there. Some came to the Blue Sky Inn. Like, it was not like there was one place that they all went. Just there were a number of places that they go. So there were a few that were listed too.
Okay, so I'll kind of link arms with you 9 and then let's start walking. I'm going to try to look like I'm gazing at the windows, just kind of admiring the square as we try to keep him in eyesight. I'm going to just try to observe and keep him in eyesight.
So, here is what I would love from people. I'll give you a choice on skills you can roll here, depending on how you're approaching this. Stealth is the most obvious here. I would also be okay with performance, if that is better, or depending, playing off that
Yeah.
you aren't following. Stealth isn't always, and stealth can cover that too, because stealth isn't always just being quiet, it's just looking like you belong too. But whichever of those skills, we're going to be doing this as, since y'all are splitting up, kind of 3 separate group checks where we have
Okay,
Hawthorne.
before we go, wait, 9. We start to walk in the alley, and then I'm going to pull you back into the alley, and I'm going to say, I'm not very good at this. I did pretty well when I slipped the bottle in, but I'm worried I used up all my luck, and I'm going to cast Boost Lower Trait again. This time, not forgetting that I have to pick the specific trait, and I'm going to pick Stealth.
Stealth. Okay, absolutely.
Or wait, if I have no dice in performance, what would raising it by 2 do?
If you have no dice, like if it's currently an unskilled, it would take it from a D4 -2 to a D6, because the first step is just a flat D4 without the -2.
Nope, then I'm going to go with Stealth because I at least have a dice in it. I do Stealth.
Yeah, that's definitely a smarter investment. Are you doing this just on yourself?
I don't see here the option. Can I cast it more than once?
Oh,
it-
yeah. You can do it more than once.
9, I'm going to cast this on. Do you know what? I'm not a fighter. I'm just going to cast this on all 4 of us still here. Hawthorne walked away.
You can just spend 1 additional power point
To target
per
everybody.
additional person. So
Great.
if you want to catch
Oh.
4 people, you just spend 6 power points.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do boost my stealth. Does anybody else want performance, or do we want stealth all around?
I think I'm gonna want performance because I have a -2 to stealth, and my base is a D6 anyway. So I think that rolling just a base D6 performance was gonna be the better option. there.
Okay, Brock, you've got performance. Add 2 dice
Yeah.
types to it. So instead of a D6, it's a
Fuck yeah.
D10. 9, do you want performance or
Stealth, baby.
Stealth for the 2 of us.
Could you
Karina,
roll
stealth and performance.
your
I'm going to have to roll a
occult
bunch
check?
of occults.
It's only
Yeah,
one.
stealth
It's
as
only
well.
one
Just
use.
one occult?
Just one
Perfect.
roll.
Yeah.
And if you succeed with a raise here, then it boosts it by 2 dice.
That was an 8.
An 8! That's a success with a raise! So everyone that you are boosting, the skill that gets boosted 2 die types. Now, does that take anyone to a D12 on any of those skills? Okay. Just there's a special thing to deal with if we get there. But okay, so that was stealth for everyone, or was it different? What was it
No,
again?
Brock wanted performance.
Okay.
And Karina wanted
Stealth as well.
a stealth for everybody but Brock, who has performance.
Cool. Love it. All right. So, go ahead and mark off those. That's just a total of 5.
Yep.
Because you did it.
Oh, I thought it was 6. I'll fix
Well,
that.
because it was only 3 extra people. It was you and 3 extra because Hawthorne's already out of here. So, in that case, could I now get from everyone either a performance check or a stealth check, please, as you start following Izek and his guards?
Yeah, baby. Let's go. 8 with explosion.
Woo!
7.
Wait, how did you guys make your dice bigger? Did you just pick different dice?
No,
That's
go
all I
through the
said.
little edit part. The little button beside the dice type.
Oh, I see it.
Yep.
I got a 7 as well.
Okay, so I'm seeing an 8 from 9, an 8 from Brock, a 7 from Hawthorne, a 10 from Karina, and a 10 from Gloria. Actually, it should be higher for you, Gloria, because... Oh. Yeah, okay, never... Yeah, because your D8 exploded, so you... Oh, it rolled again automatically. It is on there. Okay, it's 10. So everyone here succeeded, most of you with raises. So, through either just looking like you're window shopping or just acting like a random drunk, you all managed to not catch the attention of either of the guards or Izek. As you all follow Izek for the next hour or so, he visits several contacts. Most of the time you are having to stay a little bit farther away so that these same people who have been around don't just happen to be stopping when he's stopping. But during one of the conversations in particular, could everyone make me a notice check, please? So many dice.
I was like, is mine exploding? No, I got a 3.
17, baby. Let's go.
Dang.
I'm starting to get a
Exploding.
little drunk.
4.
Tracks. So 9 with a 17 and Karina with a 14. You are the two who hear most clearly as Isaac is checking in with one of his contacts. You hear the contact mention that several of her neighbors had recently been going to one of the gates of town, the Morning Gate, to, as she said it, "Oh, there are these pastries. Well, folks say it lets you dream while you're wide awake. And they've been going there and buying them." Isaac just gives a nod, not knowing whether this is significant or not. And as this is happening, all of you here... Actually, I'm gonna roll a... Hawthorne. You hear... in one of the alleys right nearby the contact's house, chained up to like the corner of one of the houses here, is a small mangy mastiff that is growling at you.
Nice doggy. My bad. I didn't mean to come into your area. And it's gonna slowly kind of wander out, sort of toppling, kind of drunk, trying to get a little bit away from the dog so it stops barking at him.
Your choice. Could you make me a survival or a persuasion check with a -2, please?
Okay, we're gonna do persuasion. I'm gonna use a Benny to reroll.
That makes sense to me with a 1. You start with 3. Oof. Another 1.
Oh, it's a 1 again. It was a definite no. This dog does not want to be persuaded by me.
You can spend more bennies if you would like, or you cannot. The choice is yours.
Okay, I'll try one more Benny. I'll try one more because I have an
Okay.
8 persuasion. So it should be doing pretty good, but with this -2.
Now the -2 is hard.
A 5.
A
Thank
5. A
Thank
well-spent
God.
second Benny there.
Good puppy! Good puppy!
You just kind of stumble off. The dog seems mollified by you leaving the space. It's done its job. It's protected its space. And so just starts to rummage around in the alley a little bit more, leaving you alone.
Whew.
Isaac and his guards eventually continue moving on, and they start to move towards the eastern side of town, and they are walking. And just a reminder, this is not the smallest town physically, so after the last contact, you all trail for about another half an hour. So it's already been an hour and a half or so since you left the town square. And you all eventually see that you are approaching the eastern gate of Valaki Hills. Now, you all have been following, some of you through window shopping or just looking like you belong. You're now approaching one of the gates. What do you all do here? Do you continue to try to follow close? Do you try to wait farther back where you might not be able to hear what's going on, but is a lower risk of being noticed? Would you try to get close, which has the opposite effects? Karina?
Was this the before mentioned gate, the one that was where the pastries are?
I think you've been in town long enough to have heard the name the Morning Gate and know that it is the Eastern Gate. And this is the Eastern Gate, so yes.
Then Karina is going to pull like the hood of her coat up a little bit, make herself look a little bit more hunched, and she's gonna try to get closer to hear over whatever conversation is spoken regarding the pastry specifically.
Got it. What about the rest of you?
Are there any shops or
Hey, Brett.
little things around, Ethan, just to know what's around the pastry area that we could distract or be looking at or something?
So to be clear, there isn't a pastry shop here. There aren't many shops right here in general at all. This is a slightly more industrial area here at the outskirts of town where warehouses tend to be built and things like that. So there aren't a ton of shops here.
Nine. I'm gonna turn towards you and pretend like we're having like a deep discussion, but I'm looking over your shoulder, trying to also. We're pretty far back, chatting, but also like trying to watch him.
Okay.
What do you think, Nine? Is that a good idea? Are you better at noticing than me? Do you want
I
to flip
kind of
around?
am. We can keep looking around and whatnot, but I do gotta ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you okay?
No, I'm so stressed. This is like the worst idea ever.
That's so
And
fast.
like this is not a good plan. I don't like that we're doing this plan. I don't even like that we're like even considering doing this plan. And we're already in the midst of the plan and there's nothing we can do about it at this point. We're like absolutely trapped. And now we're like stalking this guy across town. This is all awful and terrible. I can't believe we're doing this. But also I need to keep a really close eye on him. So like don't distract me too much.
Take a penny.
Oh, okay. I just want to check in with you. Kind of really raw this morning and everything.
Yeah, well, yeah. Can you believe that we just got volunteered for this? This is terrible.
Yeah,
And then-
totally
And then
terrible.
she didn't. And then she even like separated, so we didn't even have a chance to tell her how terrible it was until morning when we were already embroiled in this.
Okay, you are correct about that. There should have been better communication between the group and everything, as we're kind of like walking a little bit closer, but still staying within distance or whatnot. It could have been a little bit better.
And that
Explain.
lady, she seemed a little off, and she didn't even give us 24 hours to think about it. And now we're just doing this. But then like we also can't get caught doing this, so we have to do a good job. And I'm not sneaky. Why was I the one who was sneaking things earlier?
Hey, but you did it. You did a good job.
Yeah, I don't want to do a good job in this. This is terrible.
Fair enough. Hey, but oh, you know you're adorable, right? You know I care about you and everything. But
You're
doing
trying
a
to
good
distract me, but I need to focus, okay? We
job.
can talk
I'm
about
not distracting you.
Nine, I think maybe we should talk about this later.
Okay. Proud of you.
I'm trying to watch him.
Brock and Hawthorne, what about the two of you? Would you be, as Karina pulled up her hood and started to head closer to the gate, what about you, Brock?
Brock is trying his best. He's exceedingly uncomfortable, as in most situations. So he's trying to minimize his presence as much as he can and just take the lead of everyone else around him. But his stomach starts to turn, and he's having difficulty holding in his nausea. So as he, guys, I think I have a distraction that's totally justifiable.
Hawthorne?
Oh, don't do it.
I can throw up. You want to throw up or pass out? No? Okay.
Hawthorne followed in the first, so he kind of sort of wandered over towards the gate and then, like a drunkard, sort of like leaned on it and slid down so he could sit as close as he could to them while looking like a person who's just taking a break on the side of a gate while he's like kind of drunk.
You definitely get not suspicious looks from guards, more just like eye rolls and inconvenienced.
And the bottle is completely empty. He doesn't have any more gin. He's faking it now. He's like so faking it.
They seem more inconvenienced by your presence, just here slumped down, having to move the extra foot around you, than they are, like, aggressive towards you. As you all take up these positions, Isaac starts checking in with the guards working here, and a couple minutes later, there is the rattling of iron bars, and there are 3 people outside of the gate, based off of the soiled nature of their clothes and how bedraggled and thin they look. Probably some of the refugees who have been making a sort of tent village outside. The refugees from Bridgewater, apparently. And there are 3 of them currently rattling the bars, and one of them shouts, "Please have mercy! There are children out here! We don't have any food! And they're wolves! We can hear them, they're getting closer every night! Please let us in!" They continue to shout just to responses from the guards of, "Hey, hey, hey, back, back! There are folk out here that getting addicted to some new drug! Please, you have to let us in!" And as this starts to get louder and doesn't seem to be stopping, Isaac turns his head from the guards he was speaking to and walks right over to the gate. And as he does, a ball of flame appears in his demonic-looking hand. "You fucks want to get burnt? Back up!" And the people pull back. "Please! Please!" And he just spits on the ground and shakes his head. And as they start to walk away, hanging their heads, Isaac, all of you make me notice checks. Everyone with a -2 except for Hawthorne and Karina for being closer.
5.
Five.
6.
Love it.
I also got a 5, but I'm going to use a Benny to try to make that a little higher.
Sure, let's do it. You have a 5 now regardless.
Yeah. Where do I find Bennies on here?
The Benny
Wait,
section.
Your little character sheet.
Okay, I got a 7. I was hoping for a raise, but
Still a success. So, all of you other than 9, I think 9, you're maybe a little focused on the whole, that's a conversation, we should continue this conversation later, and so you're probably already playing it out a little bit in your head. All the rest of you hear as Isaac pulls a few of his guards close and snarls to them. "If the wolves are getting brave enough to approach the walls, werewolves won't be far behind. Keep weather eyes, double the watch. None of that shitty lot outside makes it inside. Hear me? Jones, go grab some more silver tip bolts. I think we might need them." "Yes, sir." And one of the guards, she starts to head over to the direction that you are, Karina. Could you please either make me a stealth check to avoid notice or a performance check to look like you belong here?
I will do a stealth check.
Can I cause advantage in any way since I'm close by?
You can give the help, or you can help here, you can assist. If you would like to do so, what skill would you be using to help? What would you be doing?
Performance.
So you'd be just
performance.
trying to draw
I would acting.
some focus?
I would be acting like a drunk, loud drunk over here. Like, oh my god, I know you.
Okay.
Get in a fight with a trash
So,
can.
just a reminder for how the support works. You get to now roll your skill. If you succeed normally, that's a +1 to Karina's result. If you succeed with a raise, that's a +2. If you critically fail, that's a -2 from Karina's result.
That's a 4.
Okay. +1
4,
then.
so that'll be a +1 here as you draw some of the focus away from Karina.
Which makes it up to a 4 because I still have a wound.
The support pays off here as the guard approaches and opens a trunk and begins to look to where you are standing, just noticing you there, and then there is a loud belch from Hawthorne that just makes her turn her head. Ugh. Grab the bolts and shut the crate without giving you a second glance.
As this is happening and where Karina is standing, does she see anyone peddling this new drug?
Using your previous notice check, no, not at the moment. You do not see anyone. However, you hear as the guard returns and Isaac closes out his check-in. He just kind of pulls one of the guards close. The next time that Morgan person is here, do me a favor. Buy me one of those dream pastries. I want to see what this new drug they're talking about is all about. Yes, sir. Yeah. You two, come on. And Isaac and
Ethan?
Yeah.
Quick question. Do you think with our knowledge of the train, we could make a sort of history check to know if what they might be talking about is the donuts?
I mean, the sign on the little cart that was being pushed by the man on the train that you took to get here did say Morgan's Donuts. In reality, for you all, that's been like 4 nights. For us, it's been like a year.
It's months.
So,
Okay, gotcha.
and Isaac and his guards start to head off.
Karina is going to kind of make her way over to Hawthorne and bump into him. I'm gonna stay to see what's going on with the donuts. I'll catch up to you. And she's gonna try to
Just be
disappear
careful.
into the crowd.
Okay, and Hawthorne will literally at that moment go and find one of the other members of the party, probably Gloria and Nine, because they're like together. And Korea just ran off on her own. I gotta go. Somebody, go find her. She's worried about the new drug. I'm thinking it's something to do with the donuts. And then he's gonna start wandering off towards Isaac with his bottle, acting like he's kind of drunk still.
Love it.
So are we babysitting or are we... Why are we splitting up again?
So,
Okay. All right. Jesus.
I just want to throw up every time we separate.
Was that rhetorical, Nine, or are you expecting me to respond to this?
No, it was more of a rhetorical question.
Great. That's kind of what I assumed, but I was just making sure.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that we should. We were a buddy unit. Do we want to redistribute? Do you want to stay here with Karina, or do you want to come with me? I'm going to try to eye Essek as I'm saying this.
absolutely,
So that we don't
still
lose him.
within line of sight.
Brock, it's your turn to watch her.
Okay.
Okay, so then Nine and I'm going to link arms again, like we're just chit-chatting, and keep a healthy distance, but continue following.
Okay. Hawthorne, Nine, and Gloria head off. Brock and Karina remain here. Karina, what are you doing?
I think Karina's going to go and try to basically take the spot that Hawthorne was sitting at and just look almost like a beggar on the side of the street. and just try to make herself very small, pathetic enough that people don't really pay attention to her, is her plan.
I do.
To what end?
She's going to wait until the pastry seller returns.
Okay. Problem. Just to make sure that you're aware of the geography here. The refugees are on the outside of the gate,
Yes.
and you are in the inside of the gate.
Yes, but somehow the pastries are getting in, and that is what she's wondering about.
Okay. Got it. 100%. All right. Brock, would you be doing anything while you wait here?
So the mention of the donuts has him pretty interested. So he's also going to be kind of just thinking in his head, how could they possibly get in here? So he's just kind of staring, puzzled, watching.
Got it. We jump to Hawthorne, Gloria, and Nine. You spend the next hour just following behind, trying not to lose sight of Izek, and trying not to be sighted by Izek. And a second hour. And a third hour. At this point, based off of the tolling of the bells, you're somewhere between 5 and 6 o'clock p.m. at this point. And eventually, you have followed Izek literally across town. Like from the eastern gate all the way to the western gate. So you have you've gotten your steps in, that's for sure. Eventually, Izek dismisses the other guards who have been on this patrol with him. All right. Go home, you two. Be safe. All will be well. All will be well. Have a good night, Captain. You coming back to the guardhouse for a drink? Nah, not tonight. I'll catch up tomorrow. Dismisses them. And you all are not too far from the center of town at this point, having walked from the center of town to the north, to the east, to the west, and back to the center. 5 miles of walking minimum today.
I have a blister on the back of my heel, and I'm very unhappy about it.
100%.
I thought you've been flying most of the time.
I was, but still. Even, this is very far.
Flying is very conspicuous, unfortunately, so sometimes you gotta walk. You all notice as Izek strolls by himself for a little bit. People give this man a wide berth. Like, walk to the opposite side of the sidewalk if possible, and in narrower areas, just flat out turn around and go the opposite way, rather than cross paths with him. And you all follow him back to a familiar stretch of shops, and you see as he walks into one of the shops.
Is it the creepy doll shop?
Blinsky's toy shop.
I knew it! I'm gonna tug on your arm, Nine. I knew it. That's the one I was telling you about.
The motherfuckers
That's one that has
into
the
these
doll that I tried to buy
dolls.
that they wouldn't sell me.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
You think it's
we-
magical?
we could walk in, and I could be like, hey, have you reconsidered selling me that doll I really want? Look, I brought my boyfriend to buy the doll. I really want it. Or we could just hold back.
Hawthorne's
Kinda
gonna
wanna-
be a drunk on the street. You're gonna be good.
I kind of want to hold back since I still don't. I mean, he's seen us kind of, but we don't want to let him know we've been following him. So we just hold back, see what happens, and see where he goes after that.
Okay.
It's still creepy that he has a doll of Ira. But on the right timeline, Ira, yeah.
Hawthorne sat on the left side of the store, not like in front of the door. He's like again slumped like a store or two away. He's not very close to it. He doesn't want to be noticed.
As he walks in, the three of you post up so that you can still see when he exits or see what's happening. We cut back over to Karina Rock. This whole area, mostly guards. So you do kind of stick out, but you're also not doing much to cause any problems. I would imagine giving smiles to the guards, and if you don't give smiles to the guards, they encourage you to do so. And you eventually, Karina, hear a small commotion from outside. Not fear or screams or a fight, but just a bit of a rabble. And about 10 minutes after that starts, one of the guards walks towards the gate. Hi, come here. And there's the squeaking of wheels as a little cart, small umbrella over it, pushes into view, and pushing it is a familiar, balding, portly man that you last saw serving donuts and sweets on board the train. And that Hawthorne last saw in a very different light. Literally.
Karina will make her way to her feet, and still kind of limping now because her feet are asleep from sitting cross-legged for so long. She's going to make her way more towards the opening of the gate.
To be
in the
very
hopes
clear,
of-
gate is not opened. Gate has
I meant like
slats.
the
Yeah, just
the
making
slot.
sure you know.
Yeah, opening as in viewpoint.
Mhm.
And she's going to wait patiently behind the guard as if in a queue.
Yeah. The guard purchases one of the man's donuts, gets wrapped up in a little package and closed and passed through. A few coins are exchanged, and the guard walks away, and the man looks at you. Hello. Interested in a donut?
I think I am, actually.
That'll be 10
Can I get half a
cents.
dozen?
Absolutely, 50 cents for half a dozen.
Thank you. And she will pull out the coins, buy 6 donuts, and the second she has them, she's going to tuck them under her coat and start walking away.
If you guess the secret ingredient, your next half dozen is free.
She stops, turns around to look at him. I know what's in these. And
I
she's
know
going to
you
come
do.
really close to the slats. Give me those free 6 donuts.
Why not? Deal's a deal. Wraps up or boxes another 6 donuts and passes them through to you and locks eyes with you and gives you a big, sharp grin.
And she will walk away with
Donuts!
a genuine smile on her face as she walks away.
Turn this living hell into the world of your dreams, donuts! And Brock, you see all this happen, and you see Karina return to you with 2 boxes of donuts tucked under her arm.
Oh, let me guess. You guessed right.
I did. Do you want one, or shall we find
No.
out?
No, thank you. I'm good. The secret ingredient doesn't sit well with me.
Fair enough.
Good job, though. I was skeptical.
So, where should we meet everyone? Should we just go back to the inn?
I would.
And
I know you want
Brock
to.
throws
I know
up.
you want to.
You're not there, Gloria.
yeah, she would be having a fit. Not do the mission. That
She's
No,
triggered
no,
from
She might
half a
kill
city
you.
away.
She might kill you.
Believe in them.
Just Gloria from half a city away, your ear starts to itch.
my ear starts to itch, and there's a moment where I'm like,
Feel
just
weird
feel upset.
burning in my body like I've done something wrong. It just looks. Looks like Karina. I feel like I've done something wrong. Maybe then it's a good idea. They have to come back there. Did we talk about it? I feel like. Did we talk about it?
I mean, if we are going strictly by our plan, we weren't pulling the trigger. That's for 9 to do. Our job here is done. We gathered information. We distracted him. He got his bottle. What we were told to do has been done. We've done nothing wrong.
I still feel like there should be something then that I should be controlling or helping. You know what? I need to put it in the hands of others and then trust that it's going to be okay. You know what? You took away with the choice. We should go back. We should go back. Don't offer the dishonest to anybody else. I think.
I wasn't actually planning on eating these. This
Oh
is
my god! And he puts his hand on your shoulder and he kind of like his head hunches forward and you see this big sigh of relief as his shoulders release. You had me going.
and she's going to lead Brock back to the inn.
You two start
Yeah,
heading
got the
back to the
bee.
blue sky. Hawthorne, Gloria, and Nine, you don't have to wait long. Only about 3 minutes after entering the shop, Isaac emerges once again, this time clutching something in his hand. Familiar-looking doll. It bears a striking resemblance to Ivan. Looks at it just in the rain here for about 60 seconds, just staring at it. And he uses one of his large thumbs to wipe some of the raindrops that have collected on the porcelain face off, and then tucks it into his bag and starts to walk. 3 of you continue following.
Yeah, Hawthorne would follow, acting drunk but staying pretty far behind because he doesn't want to be seen by him.
Got it. The 3 of you follow him for another 30 minutes or so from here. And he eventually reaches the northern gate, which he had been to already once on his day's patrols. This one is much less heavily guarded. It doesn't lead to one of the main roads that leads through Vallaki Hills. And as he walks through the gate, you all are able to follow behind without alerting any of the guards as long as you keep your distance, because people are allowed to leave here. It's coming here that's harder. And do you all leave town and follow him as he heads through the northern gate?
Hawthorne is impulsive. He would do it instantly. Yes.
Listen, hey, Gloria.
Yeah.
After this, I will run you the best bath you've ever had in your entire life. Okay?
You want me to follow? We're
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah, we're going.
Okay.
The 3 of you follow behind, the sounds and lights of the town growing distant, but there are still street lights here. Eventually, Isaac follows a road that leads to a large reservoir. huge body of water here. And he sits down at the side of the reservoir, unshoulders his bag, takes his coat off, which, removing his heavy coat that he's been wearing, reveals to you a lot of the things that you'd noticed shapes of underneath his clothes, but hadn't been able to see concretely. He is wearing body armor, kind of Kevlar. He has a nasty-looking axe that is strapped to one of his hips, and a double-barreled sawed-off shotgun strapped to his other hip. He sits there for a second, and then opens his bag, and he pulls out the half-empty bottle of gin, starts to drain it. Eventually, there is a sound of breaking glass as he tosses the empty bottle, shattering it. And he pulls out the second bottle, breaks the wax seal on it, uses a corkscrew, and drains about half of it immediately. Would you all be doing anything in this has already taken about 30 minutes just since he got here.
I need him to finish that whole fucking bottle. Okay. He's got body armor on. He's got an axe and a sawed-off shotgun. Okay. And did I see him make a fireball earlier?
I'm gonna just try to make sure Nine and I are as quiet and hidden as possible.
Correct.
A quick question out of character, you guys. I could totally try to walk up to him.
No, I
To,
think. Don't you think we should wait till he
that's
drinks the whole bottle?
Wait till
What
he
if he
finishes the
doesn't?
whole
What if he
bottle.
starts thinking that something's wrong with the bottle because he starts feeling funny and he doesn't drink the whole thing?
Nine takes Hawthorne's face.
No, we're out of character right now. I'm not next to you.
Shh. Be patient. Just be patient.
Let go of my face.
This is a flashback. This is an elaborate flashback. This happened before before we were here.
Before somewhere he could hear you.
We were way back in
Back
the
at the
hotel.
table.
Walking up to
After
him,
the
I
tavern
got
this
it.
morning, Nine and Hawthorne had a heart-to-heart about not being impulsive. Okay, cool.
And it doesn't take much patience on your part, Hawthorne. The last half of this bottle of gin is gone in about another 15 minutes. And after there is another breaking of a bottle, he reaches again towards the bag, pulls out the doll, and just sits there.
Hawthorne's going to be looking around to see if he can see Nine in this moment. He obviously
I
has
imagine you're
things
very close to each other.
for bludgeoning, yeah. But his horns are the closest thing that he has that could pierce, but at the same time he has armor on. So he's trying to figure out which direction Nine's thinking of going, if it's like a slit the throat situation, if he's going to use his claws or what. Because we either got to get this armor off or...
Gotta cut his fucking arm off. We weren't
I
told
gotta
that he
just
knows.
kind of glance behind my shoulder towards the door. Wait, do I see any sign of Karina and Brock?
I don't think you do.
No, we're outside of Reservoir by a lake.
Yeah.
No, it makes
There's
me
no
nervous.
sign. There's no sign of Karina or Brock.
No.
Yeah, I thought they were. It's strange. Yeah. Feels a little strange.
God, oh my God. Okay, thinking, all right, in retrospect, having Brock go and take care and make sure Karina actually showed up was the plan. That did work out, I'm guessing. Why would I send the one who's weak-willed to women to kill? He loses it at any pretty smile. I didn't think that through.
So,
Oh.
after he strains the bottle, he's just sitting there.
He is sitting there. All three of you make me notice checks.
Hawthorne is staring at 9, just waiting to like make the move.
I rolled a 9.
Makes perfect sense to me. Gloria, just like you were doing like some basic calculations with what you had in terms of your knowledge of the poison in this, which was very little to go off of, you have a lot more information to go off when it comes to alcohol. You know the approximate alcohol percentage of gin, you know the rough size of this man, and what impact it should be having on him, just the alcohol. Given his size, and the fact that he's eaten, you wouldn't expect, especially from someone who apparently drinks 2 bottles of gin a day regularly, you wouldn't expect to see him kind of swaying a little as he's seated, but you do. He just seems a little drunk.
I'll elbow you 9. Elbow you to Hawthorne. Elbow the two of you and kind of try to silently point over.
Let's go. Look, we know what he's got packing. Was I crazy that I saw him form a fireball? Anyone else see that?
Yeah, I saw that, and we're gonna be real nice right now because whenever you said "let's go," I was about to start. So I was like, "Thank God, I'm just gonna relax for a second and say Hawthorne didn't do that." But
Yup. Okay.
don't use the words "let's go" then.
All right. Hawthorne.
What, really quickly, seeing that you two are about to go, it seems like this would be the moment. Remind me, GM, if they're going to be trying to, like, cut him, what is his resistance to that is his vigor, right?
So resistance
And his
to
armor too, right?
Yeah, resistance to damage is based off of parry is how hard you are to hit, toughness is how hard you are to damage, and toughness is derived from vigor.
Okay, so I think I need to try to silently lower his vigor.
Very cool.
Okay, so reading through this, I do think I'm going to glow a little bit. I'm going to try to hide behind 9. My wings start to sparkle. There's a little bit of golden sparkles around me, and I'm going to try to make an occult roll and lower his vigor.
Okay. Now, before you do this, I just want to make sure, like, mechanically you all understand what the options are here. If you do this, this is not an invisible thing. He might notice that something is happening to him with the sparkles or the sound or the effect. So it might
There is no sound.
It might pop some things off doing this.
But
Could
I
I do
noticed
an
him
attack at the
wobbling.
same
You
moment?
You could absolutely time it to, like, start charging
To like
in at the
attack
same moment.
whenever she starts doing that.
Mhm.
Okay. Nine and I would
Before
probably
I guess
time
before I
it if
do
we
it,
needed
I
to.
think I should think for a second. Anna Margaret, took careful notes. In my notes, I took here that once it seemed to take effect, it should lower his resistance. Is there something else that I remember that I could remember about this?
Just that it should make him weaker and easier to kill.
I
yeah.
think all I wrote down was it would lower his.
Yeah, because that was someone speaking in game. That wasn't like mechanical terms. Just that. It would make him
Okay,
easier
that's
to
all I
kill.
wrote down.
But if we want to do this, here's the way that I would recommend it that is most advantageous to all of you, and that is we do a stealth check for Hawthorne and Nine to be getting into position. And if those are successful, Gloria's gets off with a successful, or assuming a successful occult roll. And you all will then benefit from the Savage Worlds version of surprise, which is called the drop, which would give you a +4 on your first attack, your first action, and damage on your first one. So
Could
plus
this
4
be
to
performance or stealth, or it has
This
to be
is
just stealth?
full on stealth. This is not to blend in anymore. This is not to be heard. And do remember, at this point, it has been long enough that the boost trait benefit that Gloria gave you has gone away. So please return those stats to their original. So, occult roll from Gloria, stealth rolls from Nine and Hawthorne, please. Oh, this did not just happen. This did not just happen.
Wait, can you use a Benny to re-roll a critical fail, or is it
No,
stuck?
that is specifically a rule that you
Okay, so I
cannot
guess I'll
re-roll
still make my
crit
occult
fails.
roll.
Yeah, you still make yours because it's happening at the same
Nine
time.
and Hawthorne got critical failures. We both got.
Well, I got a
1. Actually, that's a
7.
lie. I got a -1.
So a 7 will drop. Is vigor by 1 die type here.
Since I do have a 7, but I do have a
Yeah.
pretty good occult. I have 4 bennies. I'm gonna use a benny just to see if I get better.
Heck yes, let's do it. That puts me up at 4.
Wait, really quickly, I need to read the skill because I think if I have it's 2 if I get it. Yeah, that seems worth it.
If you get it with a raise, yeah, it drops it by 2, which is
I'm gonna
huge.
keep what I had, 7.
Okay, but still dropping it down from what it was to 1 die type lower, which does drop toughness as well. However, at the same time, with both Hawthorne and Nine rolling critical failures, what do the two of you do that alerts Izek while you are still plenty far away?
Well, Hawthorne sort of is like at the ready, and then all of a sudden he can feel it like building in his chest, and he's like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit," and he lets out a big ass burp.
So with the 9, yeah.
And with the burp, because Nine is laser focused, he does not pay attention to the burp and gets startled and lets out a cat yell. Meow! That's what he does. That is what he does.
What the fuck? And Izek stumbles to his feet. Who the fuck are you all? And we are going to take our break.
We're
Okay.
about to fight.
We're about to have a hell of a fight. So I
Without
am
the whole party.
very excited to see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. We'll be back soon, y'all. Don't go anywhere. Oh no. We are back, y'all. So, let me shift the ambiance here a little bit. A little bit more tense than that right now. So good. There we go. With the sound of the burp and the startled cat sound, Isaac pushes himself to his feet and pulls out his shotgun. Who the fuck are you? Fuck do you want, huh? Ugh. Ugh.
Who's the initiative order? I can't.
I mean, we can jump into the initiative order. Right now he's just talking. I didn't know if anyone would say anything.
Okay. I know you had already pulled it. That's why.
Yeah, that's just for when we need it.
Price on your head.
What?
Price on my head? Funny. Who would put a price on my head?
You're not gonna live too long to know it. So.
Oh. Cracks his neck audibly. All right. And he
Well, we're talking.
he, as you say that, just points the double-barrel shotgun. We jump straight into the initiative order, and you all are currently about 24 feet from him, which is in terms of, about 24 yards from him, which each yard is 1 square. And so when you look at your movement, scratch that. 12 yards from him. Each yard is a square. And if you look at your stats, your pace, that is how many squares you can move normally. You can then try to run, which lets you roll your pace die, but it gives you a -2 on everything else you do for that turn. It doesn't count as one of your actions, but if you're running and doing other things, it makes those things harder to do. But you can move your standard pace for free. So being 12 yards away, that means he has a -4 on this first shot. He's aiming it at 9. He also has additional penalties because of the poison effect. He rolled 10, but because of all the penalties that he's currently suffering, from the poison, which gives him the distracted condition for his first turn, and because he succeeded, he gets 1 point of fatigue here instead of 2, but that gives him a -1 on everything he rolls as a result. His toughness is also dropped down as a result of Gloria's. But even with that, he still gets a 5.
My parry is a 6, and my toughness is an 8.
With shooting, all I have to do is hit 4. Your parry doesn't
Bet.
come into shooting, but it will come in relevant with the damage. The damage will be 5. Does that cross
8.
your toughness?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so you get hit with just a few of the pellets from this buckshot, but not enough to do anything as he unloads both barrels of this double barrel at you. That now
Special, huh?
That now brings 9 up. Hawthorne is on deck, and then Gloria.
Cool. Going to... Ooh, shit. Going to close the distance. I got a pace of 6, so that'll be like half of it.
That can get you halfway
Correct.
there.
Yup. And let me get halfway there and not stand directly in front of him. I want him to follow me to keep his eyes on me.
Okay.
So for later things, setting up. Oh, you used both barrels. I like that.
You won't live long enough to enjoy it much.
I got more lives than this. Let's go.
That will bring Hawthorne up. Gloria, you're on deck.
Hawthorne's pretty much going to follow what Nine is doing, but Hawthorne's going to try and flank over towards the left, like even sort of deterring him even more from Gloria, so she isn't even in line of sight anymore. And he's going to just close the distance and do 6 paces as well, because he can't close it all the way, and he's going to be putting his brass knuckles on as well,
So
and holding
cool.
his billy club.
So cool. Just sliding these on your fingers. Gloria?
I'm trying to look up the spell and I'm not seeing it. Deflection, is it a touch cast or is it line of sight?
Deflection is... The range is equal to your smarts score in terms of number of squares. So you have a smart score of 8, which
A
means
D8.
8 squares. So both 9 and Hawthorne are currently within that range because they've only moved about 6 squares away from you.
Great. So I'm going to attempt to, I think I can deflection on both of them, spending an additional power point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do it for me too, just in case. So what this looks like is it's almost like there's this gust of wind that's going to slowly start circling around all 3 of us that can intercept missiles or shot items.
So cool. So cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm
let's
going to try to
roll-
do that.
So you're already spending 3. Let's go ahead and roll that occult roll.
So do I spend all 5 right now or 3 first?
Yeah, you
and
spend
then-
them just to try.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 5. That's a 9.
9. That will succeed with a raise, which means for the next 5 rounds. Make my note. Each, he will have to subtract 4 from all attack rolls rolled against the 3 of you. This lasts for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Way to go, Gloria!
Then I'm going to use my movement to fly my entire pace up.
Right up into the air. Absolutely. Makes sense to me. Okay. Let's go ahead and redeal that initiative order here for the next round. Gloria will be our first PC, but Isaac draws an ace and gets to act first. He should have done this on his previous one, so let me make a spirit roll for him to try to break the lower trait feature.
I don't see on my sheet a way to break that.
If you look under lowering an enemy's trait, a victim automatically tries to shake off the effect with a spirit roll as a free
Oh,
action.
nice. Yeah, I see it now.
At the end of their turns. Now,
It's the end, though.
yes, so that was for the end of the previous turn. He
Oh,
got
perfect,
a total
perfect.
of a 1.
I'm up to speed.
Yeah. I'm going to spend one of my bennies to try again because I really want him to have his toughness. But he has a lot. Oh, he no longer has the -2 from distracted, so that's actually only a -1. So a 5 -1 is a 4. He does. How do I make that public? There we go. So it would, if he were still distracted, but that only lasts for 1 turn, so it's a 5 -1 here for a 4. So he regains his vigor die back up to a D10, which brings his toughness back up by 1. It is now his turn. He still has a very big penalty against you all to do anything. He is going to use an action to reload. He's going to use a second action to take a shot at Hawthorne. So this shot will be with a -2 in addition to all of the other penalties he is currently dealing with.
I think it's a -4.
Right. No, I'm saying he has a -2 from just the multi-action part. Then he has the -1 from fatigue. Then he has the -4. So that brings him down to a -2 for that. So I think that's gonna miss. So he takes another blasting shot, just lands at just impacts a few feet in front of you. It was a very bad shot. And he kind of stumbles back for a second. The fuck did you do to me? And that will bring Gloria up with 9 on deck and then Hawthorne.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movements to fly my pace forward. So I'm like getting closer to be above him, yeah.
Got it? That still
Okay,
puts
cool.
you 6 away.
Perfect. Then, yeah, I guess I'll pull out my little mini crossbow and try to take a shot at him.
Let's do it. Just one shot?
Yeah.
One shot. Let's do it.
It's a 5.
Hit! All you need on shooting is a 4.
7.
7 points of damage. You send this and it thunks into Izek, and he just looks at it, snaps the bolt, and begins to take aim again with his shotgun. Did not beat his toughness, though it did hit. If you'd like to spend a Benny to try to do more damage, you can.
No.
Okay.
I think
Figured I'd offer.
well, no, I'm good.
Okay. 9 is up, then Hawthorne.
Cool. 9 is going to run up on him and hit him twice.
2 attacks. You have enough pace to make it there?
It's just a flying drop kick. First off. Five.
5 will not hit him. And as you come in and claw at him, I assume?
Nope, drop kick.
Oh, you come in drop kicking. He just steps out of your way and takes advantage of your momentum to try to punch at you using a special ability called counterattack. He's going to make an immediate attack here as he
Well, fuck.
sees you getting closer, pulls his axe off of his hip. He still has a -4.
No,
on top.
unfortunately, I think that's only for shooting.
You sure? Let me triple check that. No, it just says must subtract 2 from attack rolls.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, it's all
Go for
attack
it.
rolls. So keeping track, this is the first round of this. So he has a -4 on top of his normal penalty, his additional poisoned penalties here. Oof. With all those penalties, drops it down to a 4, which I don't think will beat your parry. Okay, so
Nope.
you come flying
Gosh.
in, come slicing down with his axe. You roll to get out of the way. Second attack.
Ooh. Does a 10 hit with an explosion?
10 does hit, and it hits by a raise.
Yes.
So that means you roll an extra d6 of damage here.
Wonderful.
Oh, actually, hold on one sec. I had your character
Welcome.
sheet pulled up. You said 10 damage? Or, no, that was to hit. So that
10 to
doesn't
hit.
hit with a raise. That's just a normal hit.
Still hits. Okay, got
Still
it.
hits, just not the d6 extra.
Okay. Boop. 8 points of damage.
You hit him and slice into him, and you feel your let me check something about your claws really quick.
They are armor piercing.
Yes, but which amount? 2. Okay. All right. So you shred through part of the body armor that he is wearing, but not all of it. As you shred through the hard fabric exterior and hit metal rings down beneath, a few of them go tinkling off, but you can't pierce the armor all the way through. Hawthorne.
So is 9 still right in front of him?
Right in front of him.
Kind of blocking him? Wonderful. Okay. Hawthorne's gonna try and come to the side of the guy. And is there a way to even tell if there's some space between the upper part of his armor and the lower to where I could horn slam him from the edge, right in his hips? I'm going for the stomach.
Yeah.
Is where I'm aiming.
There is a feature called shots. He is wearing torso armor. So you can try to target a part of his body other than his torso. But when you target a specific part, there is a penalty depending on the size of the body part.
Okay. So I would like to try and target the stomach area between, where it's not armored. And I want to do it with my horns. And I also have frenzy, so I would like to, at the same time, come in with a sort of, with my brass knuckles, a knuckle punch to the stomach, after I slam him with my horns.
Absolutely. So what we're going to say is this is kind of aiming at a limb, because you're basically going for right at the hip where the body armor ends. So that's going to give a -2. For the called shot. Are both of these called shots, are you aiming for that space both times?
No, I'd probably just be aiming for the whole body with the punch, to be honest. Not really for the armor area.
So then the first one is made with a -2, your horns. Your punch is made without any penalty because of your frenzy ability.
Okay, the horn's got a 5.
Knocks you aside as you try to gore him. Second attack.
The punch got a 13.
13 hits with a raise. So add an extra d6 points of damage in here. Let's go.
D6. Okay.
Gotta love exploding dice.
Oh, hang on. I didn't even add the D6 yet. Hang on. How do I add the D6?
Just roll a d6.
Oh, okay. It's down here. I'm sorry. I'm going back and forth from dungeons. Okay. Okay, that's 19.
Holy. A 19 is 2 raises above his toughness, which means it can deal shaken and 2 wounds. He is going to spend a Benny to make an immediate vigor roll to try to absorb some of this damage. Okay. That's a 7, which would absorb 1 of the wounds. I'm going to spend a Benny to re-roll that. I have the 7 either way. There we go. 17 is a little bit better with that Benny, as you punch and he... you knock the breath out of him, but he rises up to his full height, and you are a large person, Hawthorne. This man makes you feel a little small. that, you know what, for funsies, hey, Karina and Brock, what are the two of you up to?
Unsee.
You returned to the Blue Sky Inn.
Karina has ordered both her and Brock a drink and whatever was served for food for dinner.
Sure, absolutely.
And is enjoying a meal with Brock.
It's and he scrapes his fork across the plate, and you hear it. It's quiet, more quiet here than I think I've ever heard.
Is there anything else I can get the two of you?
Perhaps another glass?
Perfect.
Right away, love. I'll be right back. And we cut back to the combat currently in progress.
Like an anime or something where you pull over to the people in the cafe. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
This time, Isaac draws the lowest. Our order is Hawthorne, Gloria, and 9. Hawthorne, you get to act immediately again.
Hawthorne's gonna come right back to it and just try and slam him with his horns, just going at him, not aiming for any particular spot.
Okay. One attack? Or the two with Frenzy?
No, I'll do Frenzy and I'll come in with another punch as well,
Okay.
with my knuckles.
So this is 3 attacks, each with a -2 here.
Wait, why am I minusing 2?
Because of the multi-action
Just to remind
penalty.
me. Oh, I have Frenzy, so
Right,
would
that lets you
be a
do one.
-2?
One additional. You said you were doing another punch, were you?
Oh
Or did
no, I was just
misunderstand?
gonna do a
Oh,
punch.
just the frenzy
No.
punch. Then no penalty.
Yeah. Okay. That was a 5 with the first attack.
Just with his axe, knocks your hand away. Oh!
Well, I am really angry, and my sucker punches, they're coming through with an 18.
He's not parrying that. That's definitely a hit with a raise, so go ahead and roll that damage with an extra d6.
Oh, okay.
So it's just by one raise? I'm trying to mental
well,
math.
even when you get multiple raises, it only increases by 1d6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just caps.
6 altogether.
6 damage altogether as you punch into the armor, and this time he was ready for your blow and tightens his core in response, and you just hit a wall. Gloria, you are up. 9 is on deck.
Seeing my friends make all of these hits, but him not go down, I do feel like I need to try again to lower his, I think it's vigor, right? For
Yeah.
the amount of damage to
Yeah.
go through. I think it's vigor again. So I'm going to try one more time.
Let's do it. And that's all you're doing this turn?
Yes.
Okay. Movement is free. Standard movement is free.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
might,
asking about multi-action penalty.
I don't want to get too close, but I think I am still in range. No, it's a short. Wait, boost slow over. It's a short range. I will have to go directly above him.
Okay. You can be
I'll have gone
little,
diagonal,
yeah.
but I can make that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you
that
can
I'm
be
within
a
close
few
range.
a few away from him. You can still
Cool.
be like 5 squares.
All right, I'm gonna do that using 3 power points.
Let's do it. Come on, big money.
That is a 7.
Are we sticking? It's a success already, but if you hit an 8, it drops it by 2.
Oh, I don't want to give you bennies, but
I'm like the casino, just like, here, you sure you don't want to have another drink and put another
But,
dollar in
what-
that slot machine?
Hawthorne 9, what do y'all think?
I say it's up to you because I'm like, that's smart not to give him bennies. But
It's smart not to give him bennies. I think we can deal with it just being
You think
one.
we can get through? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll hold with that 7.
Okay,
Shoot,
so
I can't believe I got 2 7s. They're so close
They're
to 8.
so close.
Okay,
but
I'll hold
his
spirits a
vigor is
second.
lowered by 1 die type, and vigor is derived by taking half of your dice plus 2, so that reduces his toughness by 1. So you need 1 fewer point of damage here to break through. 9, you are up. Let's see if we can take advantage of that.
Cool. Double hit, knee to the chest, and then 1 up top on his head. Not calling a shot. That's just where I'm hitting.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Correct. 5.
5 bats your attack away and comes in for a counterattack of his own.
Damn it.
Still with a -4. Oh, I'm rolling so well, but the penalties are so big. So a 4 will not do it, as there is another block, strike, block. You two are very well matched.
3. No.
3. So just a tangle of strike, block, block, strike, just back and forth, just fending off 2 attackers here solo by himself while poisoned. That is now going to bring Izek up. Izek gets to make his free spirit roll to try to deal with lower trait. Doesn't have the -4 on this, but that's only a 2. And I'm going to keep my bennies. So the lower trait sticks. And now, he steps to the side a little bit, not liking having 2 people right in his face. Steps just a little bit away from Hawthorne and to 9's side, and he puts his shotgun under one of his arms in the process and pulls flame into his large demonic arm and sends out a cone of fire. He has to make a shooting roll here. This is a cone effect. It is a area of effect. It is not impacted by the deflection here because he's not making it at them. He's making a roll to control the cone. Whew. That's a 3, which fails. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to spend a Benny. Oh my god, it's worse. Nope. So, let me see. Remember what happens here. Yep. Does not occur. So just as he... the flame just kind of sputters as he rages again at what you all have done to him. That is going to reset our initiative. Izek gets to act immediately because he drew a joker. Or he gets to act when he wants, which is immediately. And we are now on turn 3 out of 5 of the deflection. At the start of... Oh, the spirit roll technically occurred at the end of his turn, so I'm going to roll this just so I don't forget. This will not matter until the end of his turn. Why did I have the +2 there?
The Joker card, remember?
The Joker
You
card.
took it out.
Yeah, there it is. I was trying to remember where the +2 came from. Okay, so he removes lower trait with a 4 just on the nose. And
At the end of his turn?
that is at the end of his turn, so it hasn't taken effect yet.
Okay.
I was just rolling it now so I didn't forget. But he has an 8. He has an 8 vigor die for right now. He is then going to... He's going to try that fire again. The fact that that didn't work bothers him. That is a 10, which is a success with a raise. Which means Hawthorne and 9 will take 18 points of fire damage as he lets out a cone of flame right at both of you. Now, because I know that beats both of your toughness, a reminder that you can spend a Benny to make a vigor roll to try to absorb some of that damage. Because how much did that beat your toughnesses, Hawthorne and 9?
By 10 for me.
Poof.
Did you say it was 18?
Is
11
18.
for me.
Okay, so it's a success with 1 raise on each of you, which means it would currently shake you and deal 1 wound. If you remove all of the wounds, the shaken effect doesn't happen either. So all you have to do is succeed here. Both of you spent bennies to try. That gives me 2.
I spent 2 bennies. Is that allowed or not?
Of course, you can always try to re-roll it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will spend a
Yep.
Benny.
I spent 2 bennies and I got a 5.
Okay, so you do not take the wound, you do not get shaken.
$15, baby, with a raise.
You do not take the wound, you do not take shaken here. As you manage to shake off this effect, that is going to bring 9 and then Hawthorne up.
9 just punches through the fire.
Just through the fire.
Do it.
Take a Benny for that, I love that.
Hey, does a 12 with a raise hit?
So it's an explosion. A raise
Sorry?
depends on what your
Explosion,
target
sorry.
was.
Explosion. Explosion.
It does, however, hit with exactly a raise. You are looking for his parry is an 8.
8. Harry. Got it. Noted.
So
We're
extra
gonna go ahead.
d6 of damage here.
Cool. And let me see. Get off. Stop it. Well, so it's roll with a raise?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 13 points of damage. I just hit roll raise.
Yeah, not sure why it rolled an extra d8 instead of an extra d6 there. Because the raise should have been an extra d6, but that's all right. It didn't roll above a 6, so that is fine. 13. That is going to beat his toughness. So I am going to spend
Wonderful.
a Benny to make a vigor roll to try to absorb that. A 12. You come clawing through the flame and you scratch across his face, but you miss his eyes or anything vital. I'm gonna burn every last one of you fuckers. Hawthorne. Oh, second attack from 9.
With the reposition. Oh, that's a 3.
So, as you come in for a second, Strike manages to block that, is going to...
I am behind him. I'll end up behind him after this.
Okay. He is going to try to make a counter attack here. Let me double check one important rule here. Okay. So, technically, because there are 2 of you here, there is a thing called ganging up, which would normally give you a
Yes. We've used
plus
that
1
once.
to hit. He has a edge called block, which reduces the gang up bonus by 1. So if all 3 of you were here, it would give all 3 of you plus 1s on your attack. But we only have 2 right next to him right now.
Quick question, Ethan.
Yeah.
Just for my knowledge, is he evil in the sense of like dark evil? Because I have champion. I was just curious. Because his hand seems kind of more mage level of dark evil, but I just don't know. Because he's not really a
think-
werewolf or nothing.
Champion, Forces of Darkness.
I can
Yeah.
read it.
I would say this qualifies. He qualifies, so you can add 2 to your damage here.
Ooh.
I'll say this qualifies. He is then in
You know,
response,
his hand is definitely evil.
Yeah, his arm is evil. In response to that miss, he is going to use counterattack on you, 9. Misses. Just the flurry of blows here continues. Hawthorne is up. Gloria's on deck.
So Hawthorne is like a little bit on fire. He's singeing a little bit, and he is breathing like you would see a bull breathe. And with the rain and the fire, you can see the smoke coming out. And he just does one of these little hard shakes like an animal would do, and all the fire around him goes off. And then he just sort of, with his one foot, charges again, just straight horns screaming at him. Die already! And then just straight charges him with frenzy and gonna punch him in the back this time, not aiming for any in particular place, just using the right arm.
Okay.
This is the way he's come.
So 2 attacks with frenzy, no multi-action penalty.
The first one's a 7.
First one misses. Unless you want to re-roll it.
And the second one's a 5.
Unless you're spending a Benny to re-roll, he's
Not.
very successfully warding these attacks off as he is getting surrounded here. Gloria, you are up.
Okay, I am gonna point down and I'll take a shot.
Okay. 1 shot?
Well, here's what I'll do. Can I get close enough that I'm ganging up and then leave?
Yes. You can. There is no attack of opportunity feature, so you can move, assuming you have enough movement, you can drop down and then move back. And I would say dropping down only takes half that number of dice to do, because you're not having to control your speed as much.
Yeah, my pace is 5, so I think if I'm reading this map correctly, I could pop in and back up.
So you could try to run, because you have 5. You were 6 in the air, and so you would have to drop down 5 just to be within physical proximity.
Nah,
even taking that
absolutely
at
not
half.
that.
Oh no, you could. So that because of only half, it would
I
only
had
take
like
you
a
2.
parry of
You
2 and a
could.
toughness of 4.
You could fly
I
back
would not
up
help.
this turn. You could fly back up this turn.
Okay, then I will.
Okay. Now, do
Cool,
keep
I'll
in mind
go.
that shooting in close range does have it. Shooting in melee
I'm gonna
has
stay
penalties.
exactly where
Okay.
I was. I'm just gonna go right back. I'm staying where I am. I'm happy where I am. Gloria has a moment of internal conflict. She's like, should I go in there? And then I'm thinking about how I would be absolutely unhelpful if I was there. I've decided not to. I stay right where I am, and instead I shoot.
All right.
The problem is we're missing our shooters, and it only takes a
5.
4 to get like a
5
hit.
will hit.
That is an 8 for damage.
8. Okay. So the way, just so you know in the future, the way it would work for you, if I'm reading this correctly, and I will double check it, since your small crossbow is a hand crossbow, you can fire one-handed weapons at something that is right next to you, but it uses their parry instead of the 4 of a shooting skill.
Well, don't worry. I stayed exactly where I was.
Just
I had a
so
little
you
bit
know,
of an
in the
internal
future.
monologue and conflict that y'all got to witness, but stayed where I was, shot with a 5, and then dealt 8 damage.
8 damage, it thunks into his armor and sticks there. You're unsure if it pierced through, but if it did hurt him, he is very distracted with the 2 people right in his face right now, and he doesn't show much sign of it. That will reset our initiative and bring us to the last current round of the deflection benefit. This is the last round where he has that -4, y'all. He drew an ace. Then we have Gloria, 9, and Hawthorne. So, Gloria's out of range. You are not his main focus right now. He is going to make just one attack with his axe at, I think, at Hawthorne. Still a -4. I don't explode. I don't have much of a chance. Does a 10 with an explosion on the D10. Does that beat your parry, Hawthorne?
Yeah, it does by 3.
By 3, so not a raise, which is very good. But he finally gets to deal a little bit of damage with his axe. The -4, was that also to the damage from deflection? Let me see. Just attack rolls. Okay.
Actually, would I be drunk still from drinking and finishing my bottle?
I think it has been recent enough that you certainly still benefit from liquid courage.
Then with liquid courage, increases 1 die type.
Your
increasing
vigor.
toughness as well.
Your vigor. And
Yes, my vigor and increasing toughness as well. So not my parry though. Not
And
my parry. But I was
unless
just trying to read what it said.
unless you drink more, I'll give you that +1 to your toughness for this one, but unless you drink more, it only lasts a round, so you would have to drink some more.
Yeah, I think he's out. Yeah, he's out. He's out.
But for right now, your toughness is an 8. Which means I rolled a 6. I'm going to spend a Benny to reroll that. Not much better. 10. 10 doesn't, or it beats your toughness, but not by a raise, so you are shaken.
Just by 2.
And you can make a spirit roll for free on your turn to try to get rid of that, and then you can just spend a Benny to get rid of it automatically if you wish. That, 1 attack done. Gloria's up, then 9, then Hawthorne.
Okay, I will try to make another shot from
Let's
where
do
I
it.
am. Boo!
You got this.
5.
That's a hit. We need some explosions here. Oh! Oh!
12 damage.
12 beats his toughness. Yeah, he's shaken. He is shaken. Not a wound, but that means the next attack, if it deals damage, doesn't need a raise to deal a wound as long as he is still shaken. So, Gloria, where do you fire and hit that you think does enough to distract him from the fight, but not enough to deal lasting physical damage? Where do you think you shoot?
You know, you had told me that my first bolt hit him and stuck in, so I'd probably just keep shooting for the same spot.
You hit just like a weak point of the armor around the armpit, and it pierces in and fuck! And just it starts trying to pull on the bolt to get it out. 9, you are up with Hawthorne on deck.
Cool. Double hit. King. Four.
4, he will block and make a counterattack. Oh, this has a -4 on it, which will be very important. An 8.
My parry is a 6.
A 6, so he hits, not with a raise. First successful counterattack. 16 points of damage, 9. Your toughness is an 8. So he beat it with 2 raises, which means shaken and 2 wounds unless you try to absorb this.
We're gonna spin a penny to absorb.
So you
because
need a
that's gonna be
raise here
bad.
to get rid of everything.
Yep. Motherfucker. Come on, baby.
Give me those bennies.
Got a 6.
So a 6 will remove 1 of the wounds. You can stick here, or you can try to roll higher with another Benny.
Nope. Gonna keep them. Keep
Okay.
them. That's why I keep my bennies for these main reasons.
You are shaken with 1 wound as you come clawing in, and as you miss, he sinks his axe into your shoulder blade, or into the meat of your shoulder, right where the bicep connects. You feel your hand go tingly for a little bit.
Cool.
Second attack.
Cool.
Oh, no second attacks because you are
I
shaken.
can I do a spirit roll?
You get that at the start of your turn.
Okay, bet.
That's what
I'm
makes
reading it now.
counterattacks brutal.
Got it.
So as you get
Oh, I can spend a Benny if I can get rid of it, but I'm gonna keep my bennies, so no.
fair enough, as the axe sinks into your shoulder, you lose feeling in your arm, so you are not able to make your other attack right now. Hawthorne, you are up.
I'm gonna do a vigor roll to try and do my shaking.
Spirit roll.
Spirit roll. Hang on 1 second. That was a vigor roll.
Your spirit and vigor are the same.
I got excited.
And
Well,
you rolled the
they
same both
rolled the
times.
same. Exactly a 5 both times. So, yeah, I got a 5.
A 5. So you shaken, you can act normally.
Okay, so Hawthorne has frenzy. Can I use that ability to
Wait, I
pull
have a-
someone back a little?
I'm
Did I skip
really
you?
sorry, Ethan. I just have a really quick question.
Yeah.
He was shaken that whole time. Doesn't that do something?
He was shaken.
I shook him
because I did
because
not.
I feel like that should have done something,
No.
and I'm looking up the rules
You're
right
100%
now, and I
right. What it does is it makes it so they can't act. So since I didn't roll his spirit check, I'm going to punish myself and just have him remove that Benny without even trying to make the spirit roll. It costs him a Benny.
You know,
to
I think
remove
he
it.
should toss all his bennies now. He
okay.
just is a
I
little
just
cheater over
thank
there.
you.
He
I
just
was
tossed
looking
all
up
his
the
bennies.
Thank
rule,
you.
and I thought
Thank you
thought
for
something
reminding
was
me of
supposed to
that
happen.
because that is
that was
totally true.
Nine's turn, so I didn't think he had a chance to even use the spirit roll.
Oh.
Because it was Nine's turn. I
Yeah.
didn't think he could do it.
Holy
but I'm
crap.
Googling
No,
it, and I'm
you-
not sure, and I'm not a
you-
Savage Worlds expert.
No.
But I did shake him with
You
my
are
crossbow.
spot on. I'm not a
so proud
Savage
of you
Worlds
for
expert
thinking.
either. You are spot on. So please, we
No,
are
I
going
just came
to
up with the same
do
conclusion
a
too. I was
rapid-
looking
deserves
up.
a Benny.
yeah, take a Benny, Gloria, as we do a.
I will take that Benny.
9. You do not take that damage. You do not have a wound. Regain a Benny that you spent on trying to absorb it, and you can go ahead and make your second attack. Great
Yes, I don't think he
shout,
can even try
Gloria.
to shake it till his
Great
turn.
shout.
I don't think he could try to
No,
shake
he
it till
can't.
his turn.
He can't. You're totally right.
Thank you, Gloria. Thank you for my
I was
benny.
frantically trying to look up the
That
rules.
was
I was like,
so
no, I
good.
think there's
That was
something
so
happening.
good. I love being called out when I'm wrong and when it makes a big difference like that. So
This is a big difference.
that's a big friggin'
Hey,
difference.
Just note that those who are watching, you can't say Gloria don't love her man. Know that shit right there.
I tried my best, y'all.
Right there.
Gloria coming through. Okay. Be sure to restore that Benny for yourself, 9.
I
All right,
did.
you did. Good man.
5. The 5.
5, so you're still not able to connect, but you're not shaken and not wounded. Huge. Hawthorne, you are now up.
Okay, so Hawthorne is like feeling through his jacket, and he's like, and he realizes he has a bang stick. So he has frenzy. Can he use the second action as sort of a starter action to pull 9 back a bit, and then do a rotation around and shoot off the bang stick?
So Narratively, yes. You wouldn't even have to, because you could position the, you can aim this in such a way that it won't risk hitting 9. It's just a single target.
Well,
so
you said the words narratively, so I was
yeah,
just
so you don't
wondering,
have
like-
to. You can make 2 attacks here with frenzy, and one of them
Okay,
can be your
okay,
bang stick.
Okay, so system-wise it works too. Okay, just want to make
Yes.
sure. You're like, narratively it works, but I don't know. The other stuff, I don't know. Okay, so I'd probably pull mine back just to give a little bit of birth, and then I would use the bang stick and shoot it right at Izek.
Okay, let's do it. Could you? So that is a shooting, or it's a melee weapon.
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
it's a
It
fighting
says
roll.
a 1D.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a fighting roll with a
It's a
wild die.
shotgun shell that is literally on a stick, made to be
And a
used in
stick,
melee.
Yeah.
So
it's easy to
this
put
is
in
a
your jacket
fighting
pocket,
roll.
man. Yeah. Oh, it's a 5.
So there is a loud bang as the shell detonates, but it just was not quite accurate, doesn't hit him. Now note, you can still keep using that. You have 3 shells for it at the moment, but it takes an action to reload it. So you have 3 more tries with it,
Okay,
but you would have
so-
to use an action.
Okay, so like it would take frenzy just to reload it, and then my next
So
turn I can
frenzy
shoot it again.
is
sort of
only a
thing?
fighting roll.
Only
so,
a fighting roll.
yeah.
Okay, so it would pretty much next turn I could use it then.
You can use an
okay,
action to
since we
reload
stepped-
it on your next turn, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, since we stepped back, I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. Well, you still got the 1 free attack from Frenzy that you said you were doing.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'll happily do it and give him a good charge with my horns
Yeah,
again.
let's do it.
Yeah. Even though my brass knuckles are rolling better. It's an 8.
You hit. No
Oh,
raise,
thank
but you hit.
God.
Let's see some damage from your horns.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just so surprised.
Come on, explode.
Wait. The shaken. Wait, something's supposed to
Shaken
happen.
doesn't impact him getting hit. It just impacts his ability to act.
25! 25! Try and dodge this! I'm coming at you! I'm sorry. I'm calming down. I'm sorry. I'm really
Oh my
apologizing.
god.
This is great because he was already shaken. So I think that that's really good.
That's huge.
I did it publicly, you guys. It's
Yeah,
not
I'm
cheating.
looking at it.
It's in
I
there.
promise you.
I also just
there.
re-looked
Right there.
up the
Everybody
rules,
can
so
see
this
it.
feels really good for us.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a Benny just because I gotta to
So
try
real.
to
You
absorb
spend
some
all
of
those
this.
pennies. Spend all of them.
I need
doubting myself. I'm
so many raises here to get rid of this.
and in this moment, we cut back to...
That ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it, fam. That ain't gonna do it. You.
Oh, and Ethan, did you remove your 1 Benny that you got erroneously when
Yes.
9 took away the Benny?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Good shout. Yes. But thank you for making sure
Erroneously.
because that could have been very easily forgotten. Okay. As you come piercing in, and you pierce through this man's armor. You weren't targeting an unarmored portion, you just charge with so much force that you pierce straight through. And as you pull back, blood dripping from your horns, Izek drops down to 1 knee. And his arms and his axe become engulfed in flames. His right arm, the fiendish right arm of this man that already had some small spikes on it, begin to grow longer and sharper, beginning to pierce through his clothing. His skin from head to toe that you can see begins to grow a fiery red color, and he begins to literally smoke.
I didn't do this. I swear it wasn't me.
Well, here you go, loves. Here's some more drink. Is there anything else I can get you two? You two doing fine?
Yeah, this is really good tonight. Home cooked, everyone.
Well, it's always home cooked here at the Blue Sky, but as you know, just give a shout if you two loves need anything else, all right?
Yeah, Brock pulls his glass over to her. Super quiet.
Should I be back by now?
Yeah. You know, he swishes his drink. I really don't like when we split up. I feel like I'm missing a piece of myself, you know?
I honestly didn't intend for you to stay back with me, and thought it was gonna be like a 5-minute errand.
I mean, this is no offense. And he takes a big swig of his drink. But you, and he aims his cup right at you. Sometimes you need someone to go with you. You tend to find a lot of trouble on your own. And again, not offense. Not offense. Just I want something I'm honest. I'm not a risk taker myself, so.
No, you're right. I do tend to run into trouble.
But kind of feeling like they should be here by now.
Do we want to go on a walk?
Can we take our drinks on the walk?
Horse love, just bring your mugs back.
Got it. Yeah, we might as well. But what if they come back while we're gone, and then they were waiting for us, and then we were here? You know what? You're right. When we were going for a walk, it's good to clear our minds at the very least. Maybe we'll run into them.
Yeah, maybe they're on the way back.
Yeah, let's go. And he reluctantly nooks his arm out, makes a little triangle with his elbow, so you can kind of walk it.
She is currently holding the drink with her only good arm, and she'll look down and then just lead the way out.
I got this. And he opens the door for you as you walk out.
As the two of you head outside, could I please get from Gloria, Hawthorne, and 9 immediate fear rolls with a -2, so that is a spirit check, please.
Even with the -2, that's a 12.
Whoa.
That's a 3 from Hawthorne.
That be a -1.
All right. Could I please get... Could I please get both Hawthorne and 9 to roll me d20s? The only time a d20 pretty much is used in Savage Worlds. You might have to roll this physically. Or you can type...
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to...
You can type /R
/R
1d20 and it will do it. Put a space in between those.
Also, just hit the dice beside public roll and it did it.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Oh, you're gonna hate
welcome.
my roll.
This
An
is
8.
one where you actually want to roll low. Rolling high is
4!
bad here.
I got a 4 then.
So, Hawthorne, I will activate this on your character sheet just so you don't forget. For the next round, or for the next turn, until the end of your next turn, you have the distracted condition, which gives you -2 on everything you roll, as you are now faced with something a little beyond your worldly understanding, as Isaac shifts into a demonic figure in front of you. 9, you are shaken. And as Isaac rises once again, cracks his neck one more time, tosses the shotgun down to the ground beside him, and just bears two incredibly, or holding the axe in one hand, an incredibly sharp set of claws emerging from his long demonic arm, the spikes continuing to grow. He gives a "Rah!" and the spikes shoot off of his body. And let me make a roll for him really quick. Ooh, I have to spend a penny on that because that ability did not succeed. There we go. I had to spend my last penny to make that ability actually go off. Hawthorne and 9, both of you take... That's an explosion. 9 points of damage here. Does that... I assume that beats both of your toughness.
By 1.
By 1 is
Yeah, it
still
beats by
8.
2. His 1. He's an 8.
Okay, so at the moment, for 9 being shaken from this, you would... That would constitute a wound for you. It would constitute just shaken for Hawthorne. Would you like to try to absorb this wound?
Fuck you. I'm going to spend a penny to just get rid of that. It says at any point in time. I'm just going to...
So you can spend a penny to get rid of shaken.
Mhm.
You can't spend a penny to get rid of your wound.
That... Oh, fuck me. All right.
You can spend a penny
spend
to
one
try
figure.
to get rid of your wound.
Yep. Motherfucker, I hate you. Damn it. 9
That
with
also...
the boom?
Because that removes the wound, it also removes your shaken status. So as you just manage to... This hurts a lot, but it is not... It wakes you up more than anything. And Hawthorne, this just shakes you. Gloria, you are far enough away, flying up above to be out of range. And Karina and Brock are well out of range of this. And as thunder crashes overhead, the rain pouring here on this reservoir, 3 of our 5 fighting the demonic version of Isaac Strasny. The other 2 starting to take a walk. That's where we're going to have to leave it for this session of City of the Crimson Tower. Thank you all so much for being here for this incredibly exciting and unexpected combat. I love it. Before you all go anywhere, even if you're planning on signing off for the night, hang around just another 5-10 minutes so that we can raid over to someone else. And I want to give these wonderful people a chance to let you know where you can find them when they're not here, fighting or not fighting. Maddie, why don't you lead us off?
Do I have to? I don't want the people to come to me after these decisions I made. You can find me online as Mithril Cosplays on Instagram. I'm not super active right now because I'm working, but you can also find me in the Lords of Sin games on Sundays. And I make questionable decisions there too. So, yeah.
Mav?
Hey everyone, it's your favorite distressed black man here on the internet. You can find me here at Digital Clubhouse TV, where I play a wide variety of games. I'm only going to be playing tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when I'll be back again playing Life is Strange Reunion, where I am just my favorite disaster lesbians, and I love them so much. Max and Chloe, till the end. And then this weekend I'm off. So, yay! Okay. I'm gonna go cry now. Bye!
Lauren?
Hi. I'm here sometimes playing some games, including D&D games or TTRPG games, and then some video games. And then randomly on the internet and places, Thousand Faces Cosplay and 95% more. So if you like that kind of thing, look at it. If not, that's fine too. Okay, bye.
Sally?
Hey, you guys, Sally Quinn Creations. You can find me everywhere, Sally Quinn Creations. I've been taking a little hiatus, which I'll be starting back soon, but, you know, it's a cool looking mural, so let me
It's so
just tell you
cool.
about it. But you can find us here on Twitch. So thanks, Ethan.
And Anna Margaret.
Hi, you can find me everywhere online at It's Anna Margaret. I did some really cool things these last 2 weekends, so you can find those on their channel soon. Played in game nights live, so played Magic in a costume in front of an audience of like thousands of people. That should go live on the Command Zone's YouTube channel soon, so keep an eye out for it.
Yeah. And my name is Ethan. I am the other half of Thousand Faces Cosplay. I also go by the Buff DM online if you are looking for any TTRPG advice or anything like that. Let's go ahead and get that raid started, y'all. We're going to be raiding on some people playing Wild Sea, a TTRPG that I just love. So let's go give them some support. And until we see you next time, friends, thank you so much for being here. Please check out the Go Buff Yourself YouTube if you just can't get enough of our actual plays because there's so much being uploaded there. Until we see you next time, friends, be good, extra good to yourselves in these tough times. Read a book, stay off social media for a little bit, but also stay aware. We need you informed. Go register to vote. Register someone else to vote. Tell them to help register someone else. Help someone else register to vote. Don't register for them. You can't do that. Help them. Get them to help someone else because democracy dies in darkness. Fuck fascists. And until we see you next time, go buff yourselves, y'all. Bye, everybody.